Consider the inhabitants of the whole earth and the number of 1,000 millions brought into life every 33 years. Compute the number for 1,000 years and for 10,000 years, and yet the earth is not full, and the heavens of the earth are not even as if scarcely inhabited. Thousands plateaux there are, with no angels to dwell upon them. But to induce the spirits of the dead to rise up from the earth, this is the work and the glory of God. To make them put away earthly desires, to become pure and wise and strong and adapted to the sublimated spheres, what an endless labour for God and his angels. As thou, O man of the earth, holds up the desire for earthly things, thou entails thyself in heaven, and we can't raise you upward. Even so it is with the great harvest of thousands of millions of angels born on the earth. If you stand a pyramid before thee, wide at the base, equal at the height, such is the manner of the proportions of the spirit of the dead on their entrance into the unseen world. Consider this then, O man, how sparse are the settlements and the upper kingdoms of the earth's heavens, compared to the numbers in the lower grade, and remember the percentage of inspiration that comes to thee from this grade, which is doubly degraded in the cities and great capitals. Know you, old man, that all cities built by men sooner or later fall into destruction. Search into the generations as to the grade of mortals, and you have a type of the spirits of that city, chiefly as to the lower grade. But remember, the highest grades of angels go away, whilst the lowest remain. As the spirits of one generation are to the form of a pyramid, so, not so will be the spirits of that city in the next generation. But in proportion to the increase of the mortal city, and in proportion to the raising up of the second, third, fourth, and fifth grades, so will be the relative increase in the proportion of lower spirits that dwell in the city. And in time all holiness passes away from, and when our God abandons that city for a day, taking hence his holy angels, the people fall into anarchy, or will run with brands of fire and burn down the city. The thousands and millions of lower spirits lose their anchorage on the earth, and thy God and his exalted ones march them away. Find thou the grade and the rate of declension of the mortals of a city, and when the whole number, with the spirits therein, has fallen to 1%, thou shalt prophesy the time and fall of that city. Be thou fearful of the abundance of lower spirits around thee, and search out thine own imperfections and uncleanliness and thy passions, lest lower spirits fasten upon thee in a way thou knowest not. Call not upon the spirits of the dead to come to thee, but call on thy Creator for wisdom and light and truth and purity, and, if it will be well for thee, he will send unto thee such spirits as are best adapted to thee for thy resurrection. Whoso consulteth the spirits to earthly things or profit or great undertakings, or marriage or war or riches, is already in the hands of lower spirits. Woe be to him in the hour of death. When thou sittest in communion with angels, do so reverently to thy Creator, and the members of thy circle shall pray unto him, or sing songs of praise and glory unto him in his works, nor shalt thou habit thyself to sit with such as do not do this. Reverence to the Creator, and when the angels appear and converse with thee, remember that the least of them have passed through the bars of death. Be not long-faced or melancholy with doleful songs, but rather cheerful, like the birds that sing unto the Creator, and let the speech be respectful and relating to spiritual things. Learn thou from them of the places they inhabit in heaven, and the manner of their occupations. And if thou inquire of them as to earthly things, let it be as to how you may help the poor and distressed. For if the angel that talks to thee be a low spirit only, Your talking shall in this way awake him to see his own shortness. And if they be high-raised angels, they shall understand the working of thy soul, and they will provide unto thee for thy everlasting exaltation. Be upright before thy Creator and thy God, who know thy weakness. Emulate them in all by doing these things for the way of resurrection, worlds without end.